Now, there is also the impact of anxiety on your cognition, and I'm going to talk to that a little bit, and it's about your thinking patterns. So what happens is, because you are constantly feeling like you're in danger, your thinking patterns are affected. So you will find yourself catastrophizing things. When a small problem happens, because you are not able to regulate the emotions that you feel and your thought patterns, you go to the extremes and you think about the worst case scenario. It's harder for you to think about the best case scenario. So you focus on the worst case, and the negative thinking magnifies and increases, intensifies, and in the process of that, it is also intensifying your emotions. And so that is one of them. Then we have what we call black and white thinking. You are not able to see the gray as a possible way of looking at the situation. It's either white or black, or nothing, right or wrong, true or false. That's the way that you are dealing with what is happening in your life. And you can imagine, if you have all these thoughts in your mind, they lead you to what we call emotional reasoning. And emotional reasoning is where your thoughts are overridden by your emotions. And so now you are thinking with your body, you are thinking with your feelings. You're not even considering the facts. So if you feel it, then it must be true, and that can cause a lot of fear. It can cause a lot of problems with other people and with yourself. Then we have the problem of concentrating. So imagine if you are thinking about this thing and you are ruminating over it over and over, and you are thinking of the worst case scenario, then you are not going to be able to focus or concentrate. Then there are feelings of confusion, which leads to indecisiveness, and you are finding yourself not able to make decisions because constantly you are questioning yourself. What if? What about that? What about the other? And you are not able to look at what you could do to more of the problem solving or the logical thinking, or what we might call the wise mind. You are constantly going with your negative thoughts. And then we have memory problems will also cause you to really struggle in your life. If anxiety is very high, if you're constantly worried, then you forget things a lot. You go to the grocery store and you can't remember what you wanted to do. I have seen myself do this. I live where I am. I go to the room and I stand there and I can't remember why I walked into that room. Why? Because I'm not living intentionally or consciously. I'm constantly being bogged down by things I can't control. And so what I can control right now becomes almost like an illusion. I can't remember what I am supposed to do. And so in that case, if you struggle with that, it is always good to have a booklet with you, so that once you think of something, you write it down so you don't forget. Memory problems are real for people who struggle with those disorders that I listed earlier of anxiety, especially those who struggle with PTSD. You will find that remembering important things is can become one of the struggles that you have. And so having a notebook where you write things. And how do you do that? You do need to accept that you have these issues, and until you find a solution for them, it is okay to get yourself some help on how to manage those the impact of anxiety on your mind. And then we have mood swings. And this is in the area of now the mood, the psychological space, the affective, what we call affective space of your life. And you will find that people who have constant anxiety, they have this flat face, they look serious, they look tense all the time. And then, of course, they may have what we call flat affect. They don't have any emotion on them. And so you want to make sure that you're dealing with this anxiety so that people don't experience you like that.